Hello, my name is Peter Sill, and this is Cooking is Fine. Today, what we're going to be making is ramen. I got my ramen shirt on, and I'm ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and call this Black Mountain Ramen. Black Mountain is a reference to the persona that I become when the Packers play. What I take to mean this spiritual hive mind of Packer fans, or whatever you want it to be. When I root with the Packers, I picture myself rooting with this unknown mountain of Packer fans that are all moving and swaying to the same rhythms and anxieties that we all feel during the game. And so I'm just reaching into that great Black Mountain and picking out a ramen recipe. First step is you have to wake up early. The earlier the better. Step 1A is wake up early and grab a whole bottle of sake. A little bit too early. So what we have, the first thing that we have is we got in here boiling away, making some broth. We got some smoked turkey legs, smoked turkey drumsticks, smoked pork jowl. Make sure that that's all in there. Smoked meats are delicious. The other thing that I went to go get that I'm really excited about is this kombu. This is dried seaweed. David Chen used this to make his ramen broth. But my recipe is kind of based off on a little bit of things he did and just things that I feel. We need the spoon. Let's put those in there and see how this goes. See how this goes. I also got a bunch of shiitake mushrooms that I am going to use because that's what David Chen used as well. Pop some of these guys in there. They're not dried. I think you're supposed to use dried. I can't remember, but we're gonna put these nice fresh mushrooms in there. Also put a little bit. I put like a carton of beef broth in there too for fun, and some soy sauce. Bunch of stuff to put in this. I don't even know where it's gonna go. We're just gonna find out throughout the day. We're gonna use things that I've been thinking of, and we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this soup. I can't wait to see how this turns out. One last thing I wanna put in real quick is some of this sake. We're gonna put that in. Cooking with alcohol is great. It adds flavor and depth and soul to your meal. Nice little glug in there. And so this is what we got. You can smell that sake. It smells pretty good. All this awesome salty, smoky meat and stuff, and the soy sauce is really smoky. And then we're really trying to add some different elements in there. We're gonna let this just cook all day long. See where it goes. Guys, it's been like 20 minutes and I've added a bunch of stuff. I added a few slices of ginger root, whole onion. I just cut it in half and threw it right in there. I'm gonna let that soak in. I added some green onion. And then the last thing that I also wanna add, garlic. Like, why not? Why would I not add garlic? Garlic. 4 cloves of garlic. About 6 cloves of garlic. All right, throw that in there. All right, so we have our essentially 6 cloves of garlic. I stir that around a little bit, get that onion, get the green onion in there, that beautiful kombu in there, and oh, it's starting to smell like ramen. This, you can also call the diet starter, because after you eat this, you're like, oh, I need to go on a diet. That's what we're going for. So now this has been going for about 2.5, 3 hours or something like that. So you can see this pork jowl split open and that fat is just leaking into the broth. These shiitake mushrooms that I put in there, they're nice and soft. I might even take these out in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. This onion looks beautiful. And then the turkey leg, oh, you can see it is disseminating. It's disintegrating, that's the word. It's not disseminating, it's disintegrating. Blowing it a good couple times. Blow tenderly into it. And then we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It still has a ways to go. You know what I think it needs? I think it needs just a little bit of rice vinegar. All right, just a little bit to kind of give it a little bit more body. Boop, 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 boop.
So Peter, tell us about your shirt.
It's my ramen shirt. My brother got it for me for Christmas. This shirt, it gives me the ability to, I haven't made ramen in it yet, but I've eaten ramen in it. And I felt so strong that I felt like I could have eaten 2 ramens. There's a lot of fat in this, and that'll come off and be real nice. And then these little bits, you don't want to eat too much of the fat. These little bits you can take off, and those are so tasty little treats. Woo! Okay. Dump it right on in there. Get it in there. Make room. We'll get back to this when we feel like it. All right, so it's been about another 20 minutes. What you want to do with the ramen broth is you want to just kind of love on it all day. You just want to go in, pay attention to it, see how it's doing. Like say hi, give it some love. First thing I want to do is I want to take one of these shiitake mushrooms and just taste it. I want to spice this up a little bit. And I got a couple of different things that are probably blasphemous to actual authentic ramen. But this is Black Mountain Ramen. And this is, I'm just trying to figure out what I want and trying to have some fun experimenting. Red pepper thread. We'll put some of this. Ooh, this is fun. This is exciting. And that's just going to infuse, give it a little bit of extra acidity and heat. I think that's important. Start out with a little and then add more. You can always add more. You can't take stuff out. Once it's in, it's in. And that's why we want to test and taste throughout the day just to see how it goes. So we are going to crack this open. And we're just going to put it out. You want to stir this up. This is a really interesting thing. I mean, you can just eat this. It's also it's all oil. That's all oil, right? And then we'll do another. We'll just let this infuse. We're just trying to see what flavors we can get. But the main meat that you have, I'm going to use chicken thighs actually today. So the first step we have to do to get these ready is take the bone out. So there's one main bone in there, and you want to try and get that out. So this is kind of hard. What I do is I like to, a lot of little different parts in there, so kind of long fat, because what you want to do is you want to leave as much meat on there as possible. So it's just kind of pulling the bone out and cutting as close to it as possible. Now there's also these little joint bits. I don't know exactly what those are called, but those are hard, not as edible parts. You want to try and get those out of there. There, this is the hardest one because there's lots of different stuff around there. So you got to kind of make sure to get that out. And then there you have it. That's pretty decent. That's about as good as I'm going to do for that one, I guess. And now these bones, you can save these and make soup later with it. All right, so we are coming down to the wire. Been cooking this for almost 8 hours now. So we're gonna take a look. See what's going on. It's looking delicious. Everything is falling apart. It is looking great. We're gonna turn that up just a little bit. Turn the heat up so that it is still simmering. So we have to find a way to get this out. And then we have to start separating it. Now we need room. So we're gonna do this, bring it all the way to the edge. Be really careful. Okay, let it drip, drain out of there. And you get to take out just all the main ingredients that you've used for your broth. Put that right here. Okay, now here is essentially our broth. We can go through and we can, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to filter that out a little bit more, sift that out a little bit more. And we're gonna bring this, be very careful not to spill everything. The reason I'm putting it here is because all this is really hot. And so I'm actually just gonna give it a little rinse, a little cold rinse to kind of cool it down. So I can dig through all this stuff and pick out some of the things that we really want. Good stuff in there to use. All right, guys, this is the final run. Down to the wire. So this is what we've been able to take out from there. There's so much delicious meats. So take the bones out. Don't eat bones. All right, so before the real final run, step one, grab a beer. All right, so we are going to put some sesame oil down on this. And these we're gonna cook on medium-low heat for 10 minutes. So we got our chicken thighs over here. Put these on like this. Okay, hopefully they will all fit. I'm gonna use this pot, put a little bit of water in it. Put that right there on top of that. And I actually usually use oil, but I just didn't. Luther! Look at him! He's the best baby in the world! Set a timer for 10 minutes. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some soft boiled eggs trying to go. I did put a little bit of rice vinegar in there earlier, so hopefully that will be okay to help get these skins off. See how that works? Okay. 1, 2, we're gonna have to find those. Good luck to us. So we're gonna wanna cook these for about 7 or 8 minutes so that they're nice, they're not totally soft boiled. They're right at the end of soft boil. So the salt pork too, actually, we're gonna just kind of liven this up, put it back in there. I took it out earlier, it's nice and cooked, but it was really salty, so we took it out. There are a couple other things that I've done to my broth too. I actually put in a can of sweet corn juice. We're about 7 minutes in, 7, 8 minutes in. So we're about to take this out. We want to do something with this later, we can. Ramen noodles, that's right. We are just using regular ramen noodles because you can do this at home. And I'm just using these kind of regular Ichiban noodles. I like these. I didn't go too fancy with it. So let's get these eggs out. So that chicken is just about ready to flip. One last egg, where are you? There it is, I got it. All right, we retrieved all the eggs. And as you can see, it looks just about cooked through here. Cooking in that beautiful chicken grease. Beautiful soy sauce. Beautiful soy sauce crust. Just gonna cook these. Just gonna dump those guys in there. Okay? So we're gonna take a big old hunk of noodles. Alright. I have cut up this chicken, so we're gonna arrange a couple pieces on there. We're gonna put some of this smoked turkey in there too. And then we are going to put some mushrooms over here. One of these guys, cut her in half. And then we're gonna take some of this, put it right there. Spoon that right on in there. The Black Mountain Ramen. It's time to give it a taste test. Now let's find out how the broth is. Is that hot? Oh, is that good? Is that good? You want some more? Nummy, nummy, yeah.